Pow, and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. My name is, of course, Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. Today, our Marvel Legends reviews continue with this Marvel Studios, the first 10 years, Ultron from obviously Avengers, Age of Ultron. A very underrated film in my opinion. I really enjoyed the film. Now, this wasn't initially part of the first set of Marvel Studios figures. This was a GameStop exclusive that come out a little bit after the initial wave of figures, which made me very optimistic that they're going to continue this Marvel Studio line of figures. Hopefully it's been successful for them. I guess we'll find out at Toy Fair in February if they continue it or not. But yeah, as you can see, it doesn't have a number on the side of the box, but it does continue that collage piece. This piece actually can replace the Hulk and Hulkbuster box and complete that collage, which is very useful for me because I didn't buy that Hulk and Hulkbuster box set because I didn't really want to spend another £80 on figures I already had. But after watching some couple of reviews and seeing that this is a decent repaint and it's got added articulation and it's only £20, I thought, why not? Let's replace my Ultron, and that way I can complete the collage as well. So yeah, here he is, Ultron. As I said, basically a reissue of the Ultron Build-A-Figure wave that come out in 2015, but as I said, with added paint. And yeah, I actually really like the Age of Ultron film, so I'm not complaining to have a decent updated Ultron, but I would have preferred another character, not going to lie. But fingers crossed that this line continues. But yes, as I said, I've been rambling. There's the box. Let's get it open. Ta-da! And there he is out of the box. And to be fair, very impressed out of the packaging. The paint difference does stand out quite a lot compared to the old one. And I'll show you some comparisons in a minute. But just while it's spinning around there on the rotating base, a few of you may have noticed I picked this up in my recent live stream. That's right, Dan W is now live streaming. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to make sure you join in when I next live stream and do some live unboxing and action figure news and all that goodness. But as you can see, Ultron here spinning around. You know, it's a special occasion when I pull out the rotating base. It's very, very nice. It's much like a darker sort of gun metal grey. And it is painted throughout this time with more red highlights. Now, I'm not too sure if I liked the red on the face at first, but when I've looked back at some pictures from the film, his face has actually got loads of red all over it. So if I just spin that light around, so you'll see it's got like tribal patterns. But in the film, he does have red on his face. But as you look at the body there is more paint. There's no paint on the neck this time, but the whole thing is much more shiny and metallic rather than that flat grey like the previous one. But the sculpting is all there. I did actually really like the Build-A-Figure. So yeah, this is a slight improvement on the Build-A-Figure, but I can understand if you have the Build-A-Figure why you'd rather save yourself £20 and keep that one. But as I said, the completionist in me had to get it. I wish he'd come with like some interchangeable hands because he just comes with these like claws. He sort of looks like the Terminator exoskeleton at some points. But yeah, no accessories with this guy. It would have been good to get some of those Ultron bots, but I'll show you a hack way to be able to do that for your display in a minute. But yeah, this Ultron is looking very good. So I'm not going to go over articulation or anything. It is the same as the Build-A-Figure. There is double jointed elbows, double jointed knees, which work pretty well. There is an ankle pivot, only a slight one though. His hip joints are pretty good. Are okay for considering a robot figure. There's an ab crunch. Shame that the design doesn't go all the way in, but it's still decent enough so you can get him in some decent flying poses if you wanted to. But yeah, let's compare him to the previous Ultron. So here we have both Ultrons side by side. This is the Build-A-Figure from 2015, and then this is the Marvel Studios re-release. Now I hope it comes across on camera as well as it does in person, but this one is much more of a gunmetal, darker grey, where this one's more chrome, but the chrome sort of blends into the flat grey, which lets this figure down because I don't mind a chrome Ultron. It's just the paint wasn't consistent, so it stood out, where on this one, the paint is a lot more toe to head accurate to the film. More highlights of red as well, like in the film. You can see there's a lot of red on the waist, on the legs, on the arms, where on here it's very flat, not a lot going on. And in regards to the build of the figure as well, if you pick up this and give it a shake, you can see is shaking all over the place. So it's a little bit loose, and you can see the joints a lot bigger. But on this guy, it's a solid piece. It's not shaking. You can't hear it shaking. It's a much solid build rather than the builder figure. So yeah, very happy about that because I hate loose figures. It always bugs me. And yeah, this guy looks like he's about to fall apart. So yeah, I'm actually happy now I got the upgrade. This one looks a lot more screen accurate. Even though I do like the chrome, this one is more accurate in regards to the film, and he's going to look good with the rest of your figures. Now let me just spin him around so you can see this guy as well. All grey at the back. He looks like a completely different figure compared to the chrome. On the back it is all just grey, where this one the paint is a lot more consistent all the way around the figure. So yeah, I like it. And do you know what the head sculpt reminds me of? I really like the head sculpt. I like the eyes, but the eyes on these Ultrons remind me of that Billy from Saw. If anyone's seen Saw and knows Billy that rides around on that little tricycle, you know what I'm talking about. I feel like he is gonna play some sort of game with me, and it's started to freak me out. But let me know in the comments, do you agree? But now I've got a closer look, I think I do actually prefer the new head sculpt compared to this one. So yeah, you tell me, which was the upgrade worthy, or did I just waste £20? But if I sell this for £10, then this only cost me £10. So yeah, I'm not complaining about the upgrade at all. Now, earlier on I mentioned I wish I had some Ultron bots to go along with my Ultron so I could recreate some scenes from the Age of Ultron film with them fighting the Avengers. And even though these are not made for that purpose, they work really, really well. These come in a 3-pack, I believe, with Hulk and the white version of Vision, all comic based of course, but these are very similar to the Ultron bots we see in the film. They've got the hints of red on there as well, which go with these guys. So yeah, I think I want to get myself a few more of these. So if anyone has one of these Ultrons that come in that 3-pack, let me know, because I'll be very interested in purchasing that from you. DM me on Instagram at itsdanwho. But I think these work really, really well. So yeah, if you're after some Ultron bots to stand with your Ultron on your shelf, these guys work really well. And here we have Ultron compared to some Avengers, and his height is perfect, I think, compared to Captain America. These two are seen fighting throughout the film, and the scale works really, really well. And of course, here is Vision. And yeah, it's great to now have Ultron and MCU Vision for the display. Very happy with that. It's also great to have the main protagonist, aka the villain from all of the Avengers film now in figure form. We have Loki from obviously the first Avengers, Ultron from Age of Ultron, and then Thanos from Infinity War. And this is obviously the upgraded Thanos from the 3-pack with Doctor Strange and that light up Iron Man. So yes, very happy to have all these guys. So yeah, final thoughts. Very happy now I have this Ultron. At first I wasn't too excited, but now I've got it open and I've started messing around with it and comparing it to other figures. I do think this is going to stand out better on the display compared to the other one. Definitely want to get myself some more of these Ultron bots, and I might even do an Age of Ultron display. Maybe build that church diorama where they're all battling. But yeah, really like this Ultron. It would have been really good if it glowed, wouldn't it? If it had some LEDs in it or something that glowed. Maybe some interchangeable hands as well. But still, not complaining at all. I really like it. Really like the Age of Ultron film, so happy to have this guy. And yeah, it is an upgrade to this. So if anyone's thinking about it, then yes, definitely upgrade your Build-A-Figure. You won't be disappointed when you get this in hand. So as always, people, if you like the content, go and check out plenty more videos, over 200 videos on the videos tab. So go and check them out. Leave me a comment, hit that like button. Most importantly though, press subscribe. Much appreciated as always, and I shall see you on the next one.